Jesus Christ!
So I was telling Chris a little bit earlier, I said, you know, Christmas ain't Christmas these days unless you got the Kevin Spacey holiday Christmas crazy ass dick grabbing special.
Oh my God. Is it 3 years in a row at this point?
It's 3 years. It's a tradition now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, crazy Spacey.
It's the Charlie Brown Christmas special of our times.
It has replaced that.
Yep.
You're a dick grabber, Kevin Spacey. Yeah. As we know, Kevin Spacey, disgraced actor.
Yep.
Canceled. Cancel culture got this one.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't keep his hands off the penis.
Yeah, he just loved grabbing dick.
Just love grabbing dick,
Did
man.
it all the time.
Apparently did all that was his thing.
Yeah, it was not subtle about it.
Yeah.
He was daring to get canceled.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do that to me and just grab the person's dick.
Exactly. Yeah, it grew to a point where if people knew that Kevin Spacey was showing up at a party, they wore jock straps.
Wore cups.
Wore cups.
Yeah.
Little cod pieces down there.
That's right. That's right.
Kevin Spacey gonna be here. Shit, glad I brought protection.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
There he is.
Dudes wore chastity belts around this man. So people, whether you like it or not, it has become a tradition.
Yep.
Even Kevin Spacey himself said, "Now you know you will get through Christmas without my crazy ass."
You know I haven't learned anything from this experience.
You haven't learned a goddamn thing.
You know I'm a sociopath. Literally, probably is a sociopath.
Most people know when they do what he's done and they get hashtagged and canceled and disgraced like him, they just say, "All right, you know what? I got enough money just to lay low and shut the fuck up."
Exactly. Just shut up. Mm-hmm.
Not this man.
Nope. Can't help it. Needs the limelight. He's a narcissist too.
Yeah. Yeah, man, he loves it. He loves it, man. So, as I said, we got it's the one thing I'll give him. Mm-hmm. He's productive. He's consistent. Charlie Brown gave us the same Christmas special for years.
Decades, yeah.
Decades. He ain't made I think he might have made one, but this man makes a different one every year. It's always something new.
New flavor.
Now, I love what you asked me earlier. Mm-hmm. So, young man right here, Mr. Chris Herman, he said, you know, is it the same shtick that he's doing that we've seen the last two videos?
Yeah, is it Frank Underwood again?
And I said, that's the thing I have to give him too. I says, he's actually, he's changed it up a little bit.
Okay, surprised. Nice.
But as I said earlier also, it's Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
So changing things up is making it actually worse.
Oh, God, no. Jesus Christ.
It's like,
of course.
It's like, man, as weird as it was before, maybe you should have kept doing that.
It would have been better to just keep doing the character you were doing. It was weird and inappropriate, but at least, okay. I mean,
it was a character.
It was a character. Now this is like the real, quote unquote, Kevin Spacey.
I don't know anymore. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I really don't know. It's a good point.
My man hasn't seen this. Chris hasn't seen it.
I saved myself for this. I'm a virgin.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Spacey hasn't touched me.
He hasn't grabbed your dick yet. Okay.
Not this year. Not this year.
Well, I gotta even tell you something, man. He goes for it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he like, okay. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let you watch this.
Okay.
So people, this is the latest Kevin Spacey holiday Christmas crazy ass dick grabbing special. Let's take a look.
What would Christmas Eve be without a message from me?
You know what?
He's doing it though.
He's gonna. It's pretty soon. He's gonna be one of those dudes that just takes over all the monitors in the world, like a supervillain.
He's the Lex Luthor of our age.
Yes.
What would Christmas be without a message from me?
Oh God, it's Spacey.
People of Earth, it's me, Spacey. I demand you give up all your dicks to me.
Lord, oh my God.
He turned to a supervillain.
Yeah. I'm disappointed by the production value because last year he went all out. He had a fire going. He had a creepy looking chair. Now it's like the audio's not as great. Yeah. He's out and about, which I'm like, he's putting himself in danger by being outside.
Yeah, he ain't got no mask on.
Yeah, he's not even social distancing. I guess he's social distancing. He is, but no mask.
By the way, people were social distancing themselves from him for a while.
Very
They're like,
true.
yeah, he ain't
Very
grabbing
true.
this shit right here.
6 feet.
Yeah,
6 feet.
6 feet.
He's just used to it. He's like, that's how I've always lived my life the last few years.
I'll trade 6 feet for 8 inches.
Oh, Jesus God. No.
So to continue, so yeah, people, low production value,
Clearly.
and there's probably a reason.
All right,
why?
Fair enough. Jesus Christ! I do not want him to just suddenly get up and grab something.
Yeah,
Wow!
In the vid, like he knows what he's doing. He went in and he's so compulsive. He tried to grab the cameraman's dick.
Clearly, he can't help himself. It's been 3 years.
Did you see the cameraman just up there shooting? He's like, shit, I can't help it.
I can't. Yeah.
I need some penis.
Give it to me. Wow.
Give me that dick. Shit, what you doing? You knew what this was.
He's been biding his time this entire time.
He lured that cameraman in there. Oh, we're just gonna shoot a video.
Listen,
That's
man,
all.
I'm just really happy that we're doing this together and that you believe in me. And come here. What's happening now? You knew it was going to end this way.
When that pause came in, you know the camera. I was like, this wasn't in the script.
This is odd.
What's happening?
Wait a minute.
Bitch, come here.
Yeah,
Now, see, this is what makes me think you know what you doing, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is all acting.
Yeah,
I can
come
already
on.
tell the pauses. That's like Kevin Spacey used to do that. He did in The Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
He did that in A House of Cards.
We got that dick to that. I ain't letting go.
He grabbed it. Yeah.
A lot of people have reached out to me this past year and have
they?
shared their own struggles.
I'm sure you reached out. Ain't nobody
Of course
reached out
he reached
to you.
out. Give him a reach around, too.
You just reached out right then. Ain't nobody reached out to you. You reached out to them. So you called? No.
My ability to be there for them has really only been possible because of my own difficulties.
Yeah, because I'm a pedophile. I'm happy to be a pedophile, so it's a little difficult.
They've contemplated taking their own lives.
But I told you.
Jesus.
I told you. You thought it was gonna be some funny shit. You know, he's doing that character. I know. I told you he's changed it up, which is weird.
Please do not take that step. If your back's up against the wall.
Do you realize this is Kevin Spacey walking through a park by himself with a camera? He just jacked off somebody.
Yeah, clearly.
Emphasis on jacked off. He just stole somebody's camera, grabbed his dick, and just started walking through the park.
I don't think he's using a selfie sticker or anything. That's odd.
Yeah, you know what? Let me play this because this is this is odd.
I promise you there is a path. At this time during this holiday and beyond.
What's wrong with his lips?
I wanted to say something about that. It's like, what have you been sucking on, Mr. Spacey? they're like pockmarked.
Like you've been blowing a leopard. What the?
Listen, man, those bar penises, they're rough.
That motherfucker you got the cheetah herpes.
Damn, yeah. Well, he's got a lot of money, so he can hire a lot of people to do a lot of things.
I ain't never seen freckles on somebody's lips.
I've never seen that before either. Yeah.
Man, what the f is going? What is that?
He got like zip lips. Got zip lips.
I got spots. Like seriously, it's like
it's weird.
Like his bottom lip looks like cheetah.
Maybe giving a better performance than her, I'd say.
Yeah. What is going on with this video?
Yeah. Happy holidays, everyone.
And this suicide prevention hotline.
All right.
You know what? This video makes me want to kill myself.
Okay, so the thing is like, I mean, what he's saying, because I'm sure a lot of people are going through this right now. Usually the suicides are up during the holidays. I mean, that's always the case.
Yes.
The thing is that's so inauthentic about this video is the fact that he's fucking saying it. I don't believe him for a goddamn second. This is a performance. No. This is a performance through and through, like the pauses, the whole how it's so dramatized. Yeah. It's like, I don't do this. You haven't learned a single goddamn thing.
But seriously, does Kevin Spacey for 1 minute? I know Kevin Spacey is crazy, but he ain't stupid.
Yeah.
Does Kevin Spacey think for 1 minute that anybody wants to hear his dick grabbing ass do a PSA for suicide? Shit, I'm thinking about calling that number and asking him, do y'all know Kevin Spacey's doing a video about y'all? Do you approve of this shit?
It feels like his manager, whatever his representatives, you know what could help your image right now, Kevin? Is if you do a PSA about suicide prevention. He's like, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That'll get me some love from the people. That'll get me some support. No, that's it. I legitimately think that's what it is. Like this is going to improve his image, and that, I mean, listen, it's ridiculous, it's over the top, but it's also goddamn slimy as hell.
People gonna call this number right here, and at this
Kevin.
point tonight, there are people calling this number, and I can guarantee you, 90% of these calls ain't from people who want to commit suicide. These are people calling, talking about what the I just see.
Yeah, why'd you hire Kevin Spacey?
You got Kevin Spacey to do this crazy ass PSA shit. What the hell is going on? Y'all know about this? Ain't nobody calling about suicide tonight. Do you think?
No,
seriously,
would not.
Do you think Suicide Prevention Hotline would hire Kevin Spacey to be their spokesperson?
I mean, it's 2020. I would normally say no, but I mean, who knows? Like they can get a big star, but no, he has such a negative reputation right now that they would never want to do that. They wouldn't touch that.
That's like a rape. That's like a rape crisis hotline getting Harvey Weinstein to do
exactly
to be their spokesperson.
Well, he's learning.
Yeah,
You know, if anybody knows anything about rape, it's me.
I mean, I've done it throughout my entire career.
Kevin Spacey, he's smart enough to know that nobody wants to hear about him talk about suicide prevention. This man drove people insane, probably.
Yeah.
Wondering what to do after they got molested by him.
Caused so many people to question who they are and harm them psychologically and mentally for years, probably decades. Yeah. So no question.
Kevin Spacey, like I said, he's crazy, but he ain't stupid. He ain't stupid enough to think that people want to hear him talk about suicide. The problem with this is that this is a guy who he's trolling. You want my opinion? And it may look if he's sincere. Well, if he was really sincere, he'd go somewhere and just shut the fuck up.
Yes.
I'm not about, look, I'm about somebody trying to get their redemption. I'm not going to judge somebody for long. I know it's hard. I know people even criticize me for saying that. But we always talk about, can people change? All right, give somebody a chance to change. But you can't, this is ass backwards. If you want to change, you have to show people that you've changed.
Yes.
You have to actually get people on your side, and then you come out and do something like this. You don't come out and do this out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, what this is it's his narcissism. Yeah, because he's making this all about himself. Like even in the video, he's saying let's believe me, I know that this has been a rough time. He reached out to me. Just like again, it's always me, I, and it's like okay, that just shows that he's doing this for the wrong reason. I legitimately think he did this to just get some sympathy cred. People are like, oh, see, he's a good guy. Look what he just did right here. At least they're telling people that this has been a terrible year. That if you are having these negative thoughts, to reach out to a suicide prevention hotline. That's what he's doing it for himself, for a more positive image. And the thing is, like, I agree with you. I think it's always possible, like, if you have made many mistakes, if you held the certain views for whatever, or you've done bad things, if you want to actually redeem yourself, a good first step is to say, I am sorry.
Yeah.
I've been this way, and I didn't realize until now I'm being confronted with this.
Yeah, where's the video where I'm sorry?
I want to actively try to fix this now. Okay,
yeah.
I want to make this better. He's never done that. It just shows like he's not remorseful. He doesn't care because it's all about himself because of he's a narcissist, and also the fact probably because he's a sociopath, and those things go hand in hand.
Instead of being like, Instead of being like, I'm sorry, I was going through something. I'm sick. I got a problem. Whatever. Whether we believe it or not, an apology would be nice.
Yes.
Something showing some remorse would be nice. But we ain't got that. And I think that if somebody doesn't apologize, if somebody hasn't put out there showing any remorse, then they are resentful. How dare you do the great Kevin Spacey like this? Mm-hmm. Bitch, I'm Hollywood royalty. You don't do this to Kevin Spacey. So now he doesn't. He's that guy. He's like, you know what? I don't give a fuck about anybody. You think I'm a villain? I'm going to be a goddamn villain.
He has his fans, of course. He always will have his fans. But I think he wanted to try something different this year to try to get that sympathy. People to feel bad for him or to people to realize that he's not as bad as everyone has said. Like, I think that's what he tried to do. Because these videos are nothing like each other. They're just weird.
No, they're weird. But see, that's the thing. People were already kind of weirded out and creeped out by this one.
And he's trolling in that one.
But people could have, at least people knew it was a joke because people are like, well, he might really be crazy, but at least he's trying to put some production on it and make it funny. Because he ended this like, well, maybe that's a real threat. Maybe it isn't. because he's playing ominous music and everything. It's like, well, I don't know. He might be serious, but the high production makes me think that he just might be fucking around.
The next time someone does something you don't like, you can go on the attack, but you can also hold your fire.
Kevin's crazy. Yeah. Kevin's gonna kill us all. No, but you can sit back and be like if somebody like, man, you hear Kevin Spacey gonna kill us, and somebody like, man, you see all that production and see how he's acting like a character and all that kind of shit. Come on, man, he's just playing around.
No, that's trolling. Yeah, that's trolling everybody. That's trolling. I don't give a shit.
But this right here, this is way disturbing and creepier than what he did in the last of the videos. Because the last videos were kind of disturbing. It's like, all right, you're gonna come out and just start joking around without any kind of word or apology or anything. You're just gonna start playing this character, and it's like, all right, cool. But this right here, where he's trying to be, let me put that character aside and let me talk to you from the heart. Let
me be real.
The real Spacey. It's like, no, that's creepier.
Yeah, no, it's creepier, and it shows just how really slimy he is. That he's exploiting how people feel during this time, or people who have suicidal thoughts for his own benefit. And that's what's like, okay, clearly. It's more evidence to the fact to a fact that we all have come to realize is that he's a bad person.
Yeah, he's a lot of people have talked over the years. It's funny because I probably have one of the nicest videos of him being a nice person.
Yes.
Like being down to earth, talking to little old me who was nobody at the time.
I've seen that. It's a funny video.
Actually made fun of him about being gay. And he was being, I gotta tell you, man, he was
very diplomatic.
No, well, not even diplomatic. He was being very grateful. Like he was being really nice. He was being humble.
I mean, there is this big stir of controversy going on about your sexual preference. You want to hit me right now?
No, all I think is that probably, I just choose not to participate in all the fodder. I just go, all right, whatever.
As you walk into the gay club, hey, I'm not saying.
Well, you gave that very well-founded answer. It's like, yeah, you walk in the day club.
I had that shit ready.
You did not care. You were right in the. You was like, I got this prepped. Got loaded in the chamber.
The moment I asked that question, I had that shit in the chamber. So
no matter what he says.
Well, thing is, we know the answer now, don't we?
We do know the answer.
Yeah. Yeah, people. So I don't know, man. I saw a different side of this man at the time.
Sure.
It really was, it caught me off guard to hear all this news with him. Before the dick grabbing stuff came out, it was news to me that he was like just a very aggressive and just kind of, I don't know. I'm trying to find a proper word because the word I'll say is shitty. But he was.
I heard he was difficult to work for. Yeah, a lot of actors came out later on and said, "Oh yeah, he's
very full of himself and difficult."
Sure.
He was very kind of egotistical and full of himself.
Well, the first time, we brought this up before in the past, and I heard about all this stuff and like his attraction to young boys was in Family Guy. And it was like it felt like it came out of nowhere.
Right.
It was like in the early 2000s or mid 2000s, whereas that whole joke with Stewie. And it's like, help! I just escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement. And I was like, what does that mean? Because I didn't realize that. And it was that clip. Like, wait, what? And then there was all this rumors about his attraction to young boys and how it's an open secret in Hollywood, but no one brings it up.
That's how I know Hollywood's full of shit. That's why I say when Hollywood comes out and says they don't know anything, they know everything.
They all know. They all knew about Harvey Weinstein.
You can't.
That was Harvey being Harvey, right?
Yeah.
How many times have we heard that?
Don't go to a party with Harvey Weinstein. Help! I just escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement.
Yeah.
Look, you don't get jokes that are 15, 20 years old, and now we just learn about shit without people knowing all that stuff in between.
Yeah. So Seth MacFarlane, he knew all about that.
Yeah.
$10. $5. $8 and I'll do it. Fine. Help! I've escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement! Help!
When I first saw them, it was funny, but it doesn't make any sense. And now.
But today,
it's like, you fuckers all knew. Yeah, one of those open secrets.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
So that's why I don't think that this dude, I can, okay, maybe it's two ways. Because I ain't buying this shit. I'm not buying this at all. But if maybe thinks there are people stupid enough to buy this and he'll get sympathy from them.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think he has any remorse. I think he's resentful. No. And this shit is crazy right here. Like I said, he's doing this because he just, man, he's doing this just to show his resentment. He's trolling straight up. He's trolling. He's trolling. This is a big fuck you.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, it's a different type of trolling.
Yeah, he says, you know what? I'm going to take one of the most sympathetic causes and hotlines out there and make a mockery out of it by talking about it.
And use it to make myself look better.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is really slimy.
That's shitty, man. It's
absolutely
funny, but it's weird, too. It's just weird. I was like, I tell you what, I haven't seen somebody troll this bold before.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that fool had the nerve. He had the nerve to put up the suicide hotline prevention at the end of this crazy-ass video.
It just emphasizes how narcissistic he is. I mean, it's just obvious now. I mean, not that it wasn't 3 years ago, but it's just out front and center. He's not even pretending to be. I mean, I think in his own mind, honestly, with this video, just how I feel like he's like, no, this is going to help my image. When in reality, I think it makes him look even worse.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't even think he gives a anymore. I really don't. Some people got money. He says, you know what? I'm older now. I'm probably not going to work in the same capacity, if work at all, ever again.
Oh, I think that's what he desperately wants more than anything. Because that's what this is. It's a performance. He wants to act. Like, clearly, that was his passion, more, other than grabbing little boys and penises. Like, that was probably his secondary passion. But, like, acting was his passion. And now that's just been taken from him. Yeah, and so now he's like, I have this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's so mad. You took the one thing that defined him. He's like, well, fuck all y'all. You know what? You took the one thing I loved. Besides penis.
Yeah, besides penis.
And now I'm going to lash out on the world. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm going to make a mockery out of everything. You want it, like I said, you want a villain, you got a villain right now. And I tell you what's going to happen. 20 years from now, he's going to be, well, I don't know how old he is right now. Is he in his 60s now?
I think he's in his 60s. Yeah.
Okay, maybe 10 years from now. 10 years from now, you're going to get some hipster filmmaker, and he's going to put him in the movie, and it's going to make all this news about how Kevin Spacey is in here. And, you know, well, it's been a long time, and he says he's resentful. And the thing is, I hate to say this, but he's actually really good in the movie.
Of course
and the movie's really good. And it's going to be this thing to talk about in Hollywood.
It's the Roman Polanski effect. It's like when everyone got up and cheered and gave him a standing ovation when he won for The Pianist.
Yeah.
This is going to be the same thing again.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah, you'll get some genius director. I hope history doesn't repeat itself when we see that kind of shit, but
I don't know.
Yeah, but
we'll see.
We'll see. Somebody said Asylum, jump on it. Maybe Asylum will hire him.
No, you know what, man? I think Asylum has, it's funny to say, but they have more honor and respectability than they would not hire someone like Kevin Spacey.
I don't know, man. We'll see with Fast and Furious 12, starring Kevin Spacey.
As the villain.
Yeah. Indeed. We'll see.